Howdy folks, this is Comrade Internet, back with Game Dev Tycoon. I'm terribly sorry it's taken as long as it has to get this episode out. I did want to make sure that I got the box art for Manateefest Destiny finished up, as you can see. But, yeah, we have a few years left of gameplay, like before the end. So, yeah, let's just start things off by sending Kevin on vacation, because he's, like, fucking overworked. Good thing our game about hotboxing various tanks is, doing well. We need to get a game report done on that one. That was quick. Let's see, are there any interesting topics available here? Alright, let's just, Xavier's back. Let's see if we can get him to, I don't know. Improved speed is useful. Let's make something, I don't know. Oh, I know, Plague. Yeah, character generation options for something like this would range from, like, got a loan of a few $1 million from Daddy and spunked it up the wall on various things and just gamed the system to just keep making money regardless. Or maybe, somebody inherited a bunch of, apartheid money from, like, ill-gotten mineral wealth that is not theirs. Yeah, let's put this one on. Yeah, we'll put this one on PS5. Wait, no. Yeah, basically the entire game is basically be an over-moneyed parasitic asshole. Like, other people have invented a thing? Well, you're taking all the credit for it because you inherited more money than the person who invented the thing did. What the fuck is with the dissonance between these interviews and the, like, these results. Okay, so yeah, moral choices. None of the choices you make in this game will be good. Like if you play if someone plays this game and they do anything even remotely moral or like non-evil, they are going to be punished mechanically. Oh, other things you could do in this game would be like, I don't know, use your obscene wealth to manipulate social media and try to prevent any kind of, class consciousness or solidarity among everybody who isn't a billionaire, everybody who is not the player character, and, like, their, like, 6 contemporaries. Just try to stave that off before fucking off to Mars. You know what? Yeah, no, this can't... As described, this basically necessitates that cooperation is literally impossible. It is technically a simulation game, so we don't actually need advanced physics. Well, any physics, really. Anything that would exist within that realm would be covered by cutscenes and stuff that's just directly built into that. Fuck it, this doesn't even really need mod support. But what can we fit in by excluding that? Nothing. Yeah. No, not even video playback. Shit. Oh well. Okay, well, it would have been nice to be able to stick more add more things into this, but it's a kind of ambitious thing we're trying to do here. So yeah, I guess we can move forward from here. Neat. Huh. Okay. That did fairly impressively. Ah, shit. I was hoping to send was hoping to send them on vacation before this segment began, but oh well. Time has kind of stopped in-game while we're doing this. Alright, what do we need? Well, voiceover and better dialogues are essential. We don't actually need dialogue training. Far down. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll have Easter eggs for, like, obvious references, whatnot, and not so obvious ones. Mini games to represent various douchebaggy things that you can do. Dynamic environment for the player to deface as their pocketbook demands of them. Yeah, this is not something that we can really put... Well, right. Oh. Okay, so some of the dialogue is going to be phoned in because, like, we want the AI and the level design to not suck, and, like, aside from a few, notably douchey billionaires, you tend to not hear about them. Unless they, like, think they're Iron Man because they ended up in, like, a movie once. So yeah, we can... Yeah, I don't mind making that sacrifice of dialogue quality. And if critics ask, it just so happens that that choice was made around the same time as a third of the team went on vacation. And when they got back, everybody was too busy with everything else to really go back and fix anything. Okay, that's at least balanced out. do we want to have a virtual economy in this? I mean, it's not exactly a resource management game so much as it is just over-moneyed asshole simulator, so there's that. The graphics are fine as they are. This doesn't need an open world. Basically, different cities that you could go to, and they would be their own self-contained levels, which, while large, would not be like it's an Elon Musk simulator. You're not gonna walk places. You're gonna try to you're gonna try to crash a city's transit systems on some level, so that you can do your stupid fucking tunnels full of cars and everything is moving around at absurd speeds, and that's totally not going to lead to just everything exploding and burning underground. But yeah, you're not gonna walk you're not gonna walk places for the most part. You're gonna run people down in the Cybertruck and then blame it on them because how dare they roll over your hood. No, we don't need realistic weather for this. Mostly because I don't think somebody with billions of dollars is just... It seems unlikely that they would be wandering around in the rain if it happened to rain. Mostly less out of a desire to keep from getting wet, and more out of just a general contempt for nature. Okay, so it turns out... Okay, so we can fit open world into this game. That's fine. That means you can actually go everywhere and ruin everything. Actually... Yeah, fuck it. We can... we're cramming in the realistic weather... we're cramming in realistic weather, but... we're gonna take that hit to world design. That entire hit is... I'm hoping that it's... in my head, I'm picturing that as being represented by the actual weather being in-game being really fucking weird and buggy, but not actually game-breaking. And if you do, ecologically destructive things in the game, I don't know, build a bunch of misery factories in the Amazon rainforest, that would affect the game's weather patterns on some level. Okay, yeah, sure, we can give away Green Builder too. Oh wow, that's a lot of fans. Alright, now it's just a matter of purging the bugs and doing general polish. Which shouldn't be too hard given the sheer number of people present. Ah, fuck. Oh well. Now what do we make? Let's see. I know. You're the transfer student in some sort of school-based anime type setting, which, like, basically all sorts of tropes are in play here. So, like, absurdly powerful student council, where, like, I don't know, for some reason they have no one knows why the head of the student council has mercenaries on speed dial, but they do. Like, even the other rich kids wonder, like, what the fuck is going on with that? How did that happen? Why is this allowed? And yeah. Oh, of course there would be things like occultist clubs and naturally there would be some assholes trying to I don't know. So, basically people trying to build a giant robot without really thinking of the ramifications of that. Like, within an auto shop. However, there would also be tropes from pieces of Western media that kind of deal with similar themes. Like, I remember there was a show on YTV in the 90s called Breaker High, where there was, like, it was a cruise ship, but it was also a school, and it was just, it was the cringiest fucking thing ever. What the fuck do we name this thing, though? Oh, right. So, naturally, the player character would end up having that one cursed fucking seat by the window. Not exactly at the back, but pretty far from the front. And yeah, nothing. Nothing is going to be easy or pleasant for the main character. Like, they are going to be miserable, like, the entire time. Glad to see this. Glad to see the Billionaire Simulator is getting good reviews. Yeah, there isn't really going to be so much of a story to this beyond, like, just survive survive the extremely hostile environment that you've been just dropped into. And no, you can't be transferred to another school because there have been budget cuts. And that's why everyone is where they are. And it's horrible. I actually don't want to have to cut corners on this. I guess any moral choices would be kind of implicit in the way the quests would play out. Yeah, the quests are all going to be based around just not dying. More or less. Alright, looks like the online play and physics are going to be fucking garbage. Like, sure, there's online play, so you could have people try to do some sort of, like, fucking bucket full of chalkboard erasers, or frogs, or whatever. Depends on it depends on what the difficulty level is set to. But there could be some sort of gravity-based trap set up above a door for, say, an unwary substitute teacher. But due to the poorly coded physics, oops, a bunch of chalkboard erasers just kind of shot around the room at railgun velocity without breaking through any walls. They just kind of pinballed around, and now like half the class is dead. You know what? Adding mod support won't really hurt that much. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, fine. We're gonna have to just go forward with the cuts that have been made. But, yeah, it's basically Bully, but with anime tropes. Huh. Holy shit. Green bar, go burr. Don't want to release anything with that many compromises within it. I figure self-learning AI would include both, like, basic functions of both of these features, so I'm fine with things when they are there. Yeah, you don't really need a level editor for something like this. Well, no, would count towards things like rearranging stuff in, say, a classroom or a club room or something, or like some sort of crawl space that you've decided to hide in because the hallways are just too dangerous, thanks to the like Mad Science Club and their weird croco penguins. And whatever the hell else they have cooked up. Yeah, we wouldn't really need dynamic environment for this. Yeah, no. I guess dialogue is gonna have to take this hit. Maybe the animations for body language would be, like, limited and repetitive. Likewise with the voice acting. Like, technically these things are there, but they're just not very good. Alright. Okay, so the AI is going to be kind of odd and might behave strangely. Throw a brick at a teacher, they might notice. Maybe. As I don't think I've released anything under this topic before, I think the game we're working on now might actually qualify for benefits of that trend. Yeah, this doesn't really need a virtual economy, but it's definitely going to need a rich backstory to account for, just all the insane bullshit that'll be happening on campus. Like, main character who's doing the miles-long walk to the front door, and maybe they have to dodge a giant robot. The person in the giant robot is themselves racing with some pompadour-wearing asshole with a muscle car. And that's just a thing happening in the background that has nothing to do with the main character. Yeah, I don't think we can really fit Dynamic World into this. Simply because, like, there's not gonna... Even with some of the ramifications of the setting, I don't think we're gonna need destructible terrain. Like, not much. Okay, so we can't really do much for sound, and graphics are actually fine where they are. Alright, let's finish this off and then move into the bug fixing phase. I don't even remember how much energy we devoted to that, but whatever. Huh. Alright, now... Okay, now we're doing the bug fixing. And look at that purge go. That's it. Alright. Oh. Nice. Fucking awesome. Oh, wow. Ah, fuck. Would have been nice if that one was a perfect 10, but this is a really good result too. And now that that's done, let's get some game reports out of the way. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, wow, that's disturbing. That's, like, hilariously, frighteningly popular. Oh, wow, we have really done well. Huh. Huh. Alright. Alright. That's good to know. Huh. Huh. That... Huh. Oh, wow. That's... Huh. Okay, let's see if we can crank out a game before E3. Oh, I know. Sure, we'll get the license for the system that nobody has because it's still being hoarded by scalpers. But when people are actually able to get their PS5s, they will have access to... Actually... And yes, it does need the extra exclamation points. You get it, like, you get to have a food cart, and you can go places with it, and you can customize it, and decorate it, and you can choose, like, you can figure out what you want to have, what kind of meals you want to offer. If you want it to be I don't know, just traditional hot dogs or ketwurst. You get to choose whatever you want as what you offer. So you can just you could go through the entire game just selling fries to people, or you could have or you could do a thing where you actually don't give people food poisoning. But at that point, it's not exactly hard mode, but it's definitely not easy. Yeah, this doesn't need online play. Actually, yeah, sure. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna have online play. We're not doing mod support. We don't really need reactive quests. You're giving people poutine and possibly dysentery out of the back of a truck. I think we can do simple cutscenes, and you can you can give stuff to people for free if you want. Yeah, actually, we will have to include mod support, and we can do online play. Save game is literally essential for anything. We don't really need physics of any kind. Even basic physics drops things down unacceptably low. I figure online play is essential because then you could have people pick a map to set up on, and then they could obviously compete with each other in that situation. And this can be done in a variety of fashions, both above board and not so above board. Sure, you could try to do traditional businessy things. Or maybe you can hire somebody, or maybe you can bribe somebody with hot dogs to, like, yeah, you can, like, if you want to be an asshole in the game, you can bribe a cop with hot dogs to go and, like, go and slap another player with, like, bullshit fines and whatever. Okay, yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna move on from here. Like, I can't think of any other way to rebalance this, and I can't think of any way of anything that I would want to cut. Yeah, I've cut all I can, and there's just this is going to have an unpleasant amount of bugs. Well, no. Fuck it, this doesn't need moral choices. But we can at least get advanced cutscenes from that trade-off. Okay, yeah. So the online play and mod support are gonna be a little weird, but if it's only the engine that is going forward at a reduced percentage, then that's only one source of bugs, not three. Clever. Yeah, we can't cut anything else. Alright, away we go. Alright. Nice. Yeah, we don't really need body language for this. Voiceovers are essential, though. Yeah, we're not even gonna need self-learning AI from this one. Better AI, and yeah, fuck, we won't even need companions in this. Yeah, I guess that, like, the level editor is going to be essential for both designing maps for the player to set up their food truck, and I mean, hell, it doesn't even have to be a food truck. It could be like some areas could be like the map could be like several city blocks with a few parks between them, and the player has to go around with like a bike full of ice cream, and like you can only carry so much, but you can only carry so many like ice cream sandwiches, but you have but there's like quotas that you have to meet, and you know, it'd basically be a matter of working out with, like, basically get on the AI's good side in some places, and you would get to store spare ice cream or other goods in certain places. Also, like, who's to say all of the money you make in the game has to be legal? Like, maybe the player character could also sell weed out of their vehicle. Like, assume it, like, during, like, both, well, in, like, both Prohibition times, and also afterwards, but for slightly different reasons, notably like regulations. Yeah, we can't really fit in dynamic environment, but level editor is going to be essential for both designing maps that the player character and other players would move around within, as well as like altering your own vehicle and customizing that, as well as like wherever it is you're storing the thing. So I don't know, if you end up doing really good, you could like have some like really weirdly designed garage for your hot dog truck. Realistic weather and the day-night cycle are essential. Open world, not so much, because you're going to be, like, maps in the game are going to be, like, confined to certain areas. So, for example, a map set in Toronto would only cover, like, the downtown core. Pick a city, pick an area where all the food trucks and food carts are. Well, I guess Toronto would actually end up having like two maps, one for downtown, one for like Eglinton and Yonge area. But yeah, it wouldn't be like an entire. It wouldn't be like an entire city being rendered just for the player to sit in one spot. It would take up more resources than would be worth it. Day-night cycle and realistic weather are essential for this. Yeah, we can do without the virtual economy component. It's not like there would be like it wouldn't even though Mountain Blade has really complex economics within that, like going on behind the scenes as you're like running over people with your horse. I don't think we're gonna need something like that for a game like this, where it's like we're not gonna have stuff going on in the background determining like the availability of, say, a certain kind of hot pepper, or like the price of like one of several types of hot dog bun. Like it wouldn't have to be that complex. Fuck it. Yeah, we're not even gonna bother for the day-night cycle. It's just gonna be day. In the daytime, the only thing we're gonna need is realistic weather. Graphics don't have to be that great. And soundtrack does not have to be like it'll be there, but it won't be impressive. However, the weather will be decent looking, because you're not, like, once you pick the point on the map where you're parking, you are not moving. Whew! Well, that was nice. And, yeah, this thing didn't even have that much in the way of bugs. Like, there was a fair amount, but not as many as some of the other ones we put out. How do we do? And how are people reacting to this? Okay. Hilariously average. I'm fine with that. Alright. Made some sound decisions with putting that together at least. Would be nice if people had reacted to it a little more enthusiastically, but hey, we have finally hit 1 million sales. Alright, now we just... Oh. Okay, here we go. We are going into the final stretch. Soon as... you know what? Yeah, as soon as somebody frees up, we are going to start work on a game. So that we have something to show for this. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's make let's make a small game. What do we make? I know. It's a whodunit. And, well, yeah, that's where we're going. Wait, do we want to make this detective or mystery? Because, like, either way, it's... yeah, detective. Detective is fine for this. But, yeah, it's terrible, and... like, it shouldn't be rated E for everyone, but here we are. Like, it's just... the whole game is just finding out who left a shit. Okay, yeah, this is good. 3D graphics version 4, that's also good. Moral choices, because you need to find out who, like, is somebody lying? This game has leftover physics code from Transfer Student, which means that some mysteries might be less about unflushed turds and more about how somebody passed something the density of a golf ball which ricocheted out of the toilet at railgun velocity, killing the shitter and taking out a TV 2 stories up. Yeah, no, this doesn't even need... yeah, this does not need much in the story department. We're not even putting in, like, it is what it sounds like. Wait. Well, yeah. Okay, this probably should have been listed as a comedy, but it's also, like, you need... it's a... well, I can't go back and change it to something else, so we're going with this. Dreadful as it is. Yeah, it doesn't really need character progression. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Well, as close to fine as this is going to get. This is an absolutely terrible idea for a game. There could be flood escape levels, perhaps one on a sinking ship. You have to escape the rising floodwaters and track down the person who caused the fatal clog. Yeah, that's acceptable, I guess. I mean, this isn't a terribly impressive game we're making. Okay, so because this is technically a detective game, we're not going to want world design to tank, even though the focus of the game is going to be extremely limited. I guess everything being the same degree of terrible kind of fits. And yeah, obviously the general idea of this is, like, somebody forgot to flush, they may have actually plugged the jaw, and, like, presumably everybody in the building where this has happened is being threatened with possibly being threatened with violence if somebody doesn't fess up to, like, just absolutely destroying the plumbing. Alright. How do we do on our last go? Ha ha ha! Yes! Go team! That's it? Alright. Yeah, Game Hero is correct about this game. They are absolutely right. Like, what the fuck have we done here? Okay, I think we're gonna finish off our run in this game with basically Turbo Slug's version of Smash Brothers. So it's going to be like, so we have martial arts, action, casual, rated E for everyone. We are going to put this on swap, PC, well, on the Switch, PC, and yeah, PS5. Now, what do we call this? Blunderdome. And, yeah, let's see how we can do with this. It's gonna have characters from every game that we've made. Cooperative play is a must. Achievements are a must. Well, yeah. we're not going to need mod support. We will want multiplayer. Simple cutscenes are all we're really going to need there. Like, this is one of the few situations where we can actually drop story down to nothing. This can do without cooperative play, I guess. I mean, I guess that would technically be baked into multiplayer. Yeah, simple cutscenes wouldn't let it, like, it's not really gonna go farther than, like, basic intro cutscenes for the various characters. So, like, the vampire protagonist from Blood Chugger is just, like, their whole thing is just going to be, like, they walk on screen with, like, a corpse just in their mouth by the neck, and they just, like, throw them to the side, and then into the fight they go. And presumably the manatees from Manateefest Destiny just kind of get airdropped in. Not really sure what other characters would end up doing, but yeah, we have a good selection of the things here, so let's just... Where are we gonna put people? Alright, this is good. Even that streetcar game we made a few years back gets represented, with a transit worker just directing streetcars and buses over their opponents. They don't have to lift a finger, they don't have to actually exert themselves, they just point and blow a whistle. Construction workers appear in a cloud, track is laid, and the opponent is flattened by a streetcar. Meh. Chrono Vintner and Shiv Champion are doing kind of an Ice Climbers thing, where one heals and the other stabs. Hearts of Mithril gets represented by a picklehaub wearing aristocratic dwarf who punches people with his enchanted prehensile mustache, as well as a full squad of kobold bike infantry. They're small, there's only 5 of them, it's kind of like Voltron. Our second highest tech person, I guess. Alright. Stage 2. Zip through that. Alright. Not gonna need... yeah, not gonna need any world design, really. It's all just gonna be, like, very simple platforming maps. So that can just actually be tanked. But we are going to put in a proper soundtrack. Like proper orchestral soundtrack. Well, no, we can do without. Yeah, we don't have the time. We want to get the game out. We don't have the time to put in the orchestral soundtrack or the advanced 3D graphics. Maybe if I follow this series up in the future, a sequel to Blunderdome could feature more advanced graphics and a better soundtrack. But with things as they are, we are going to have to go forward without those things. Alright, yeah, I guess this is fine. Wait. Yeah, this is okay. Would have been nice to get some destructible terrain in there, but the overall quality of the game would have suffered from it. Huh? Ah, fuck, I was hoping that we could have released the game out in time, but oh well. Like, before this. But, yeah, we did it. We fucking did it. Okay, least profitable, most used topic. Alright. How'd we do overall, though? Like, 42 small games. Technically 21 medium games, but this one didn't release yet. Huh. Ha ha ha! Alright. Oh wow, we almost had 1 billion fans. Okay, well, I do want to actually get this thing released so that just for completeness sake. How did Blunderdome do? Woohoo! Alright, this has been a lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I clearly did. This was... Oh, man. Alright, well, I guess that's it. See y'all later. Have a good one.